Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to a new... Wait. Welcome to a reading of the Elder Scrolls. So I forgot what I was doing. Today we'll be reading On Morrowind, the Imperial Province by Era Manwi of Sunhold. Is that right? That's correct. It's kind of a long one, is it? I mean, longer than the ones we've done so far, so yeah. Okay, how many pages? Is that accuracy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, get over it. Alright. After the conquest of Hammerfell, yes, Imperial legions massed along the northeastern borders of Cyrodiil, and invasion fleets prepared in Skyrim. Initially, though... try that again? Sorry. Initially, though, the Imperial legions and navy were widely considered undefeatable. House Indril and the temple hierarchy proposed to resist to the death. Redoran and Dress stood by Indril, with Telvanni remaining neutral. Halal proposed accommodation. Contrived border incidents in Black Marsh ended inconclusively, but the swampy terrain did not favour the Legion and Navy coordination. Against the Legions massed... Against the Legion... I don't understand the sentence. Against the Legions massed west of Sirigan Tower and Kraganmore, and the Legions west of Blacklight and Cormaris View, Morrowind had pitifully small militias, stiffened by small companies of Redoran mercenaries and elite units of house nobles and temple ordinators, and there's so many ands in the sentence, it's not funny, and armigers. There's so many ands in that sentence, yeah, it's way too many ands. Further complicating matters was the refusal of Indril, Dress, Halal, and Telvanni to garrison the western borders. Indril and Dress proposed rather than defend the western border, instead to withdraw to the interior and fight a guerrilla war, with Halal advocating accommodation. What does that actually mean? I don't know. And Telvanni remaining neutral. Redoran therefore faced the prospect of standing alone against the Empire. Accommodation maybe means let the Empire come in? Sure. The situation changed radically when Vivek appeared in person in Vivek City to announce his negotiation of a treaty with Emperor Tiber Septim, reorganizing Morrowind as a province of the Empire, but guaranteeing all rights of faith and self-government. A shocked temple hierarchy, which apparently had not been consulted, greeted the announcement with awkward silence. Well, he is a god king, so what are you going to do? Go fucking say no to him? Going to say no to Vivek? Do I have to kill Vivek at some point in the game? I don't know. Yeah, I know you do meet him, but that might actually be in the DLC, I'm not sure. The Tribunal DLC, I'm not actually sure. Anyway, Indril swore they would resist to the death, with the loyal support of Dress, while Redoran grateful for a graceful excuse to avoid facing the Legion unsupported, joined with Halal in welcoming the agreement. Telvanni, seeing which way the wind blew, joined with Halal and Redoran in supporting the treaty. Okay. Nothing is known of the circumstances of the personal meeting between Septim and Vivek, or where it took place, or the preliminaries which must have preceded the treaty. The public reason was to protect the identities of the agents involved. In the West, speculation has centered around the role of Zrin Actress in brokering the agreement. In the East, rumors suggest that Vivek offered Numidium to aid in the conquest of the Altima and Somerset Isle in return for significant concessions to preserve self-rule, house traditions, and religious practices on Morrowind. This is... the Numidium, isn't that the thing from Daggerfall? Yeah, I think so. It was a gift from Vivek to Septim, and then Septim used it to conquer most of Tamriel. Yeah, I guess so. The Lord High Council of the Grand Council and Indriel refused to accept the treaty and refused to step down. He was assassinated and replaced by a Halau. House Halau took the opportunity to settle some old scores with House Indriel, and a number of local councils changed hands in bloody coups. More blood was shed in these inter-house struggles than against the Imperial legions during Morrowind's transition from an independent nation to a province of the Empire. The generals of the legions had dreaded an invasion of Morrowind. The Dunmer were widely regarded as the most dreadful and fanatic foes. Really? What about the Argonians? What do I know? What about the freaking Khajiit, for goodness sake? That's true. Heard stories about elsewhere in Valenwood of just people just like falling asleep after getting drunk at a pub, falling asleep on on a park bench and then just getting eaten by a bunch of people. What was that book? That was The Dance of Fire, which I actually have that book. Yeah, A Dance in Fire. Sorry, but we don't have all the chapters. But when we do, I want to read that book because that's a good book. That and the other one, which is the Argonian Account, which is but they're both the story of this one guy going to places and it's a good book. Anyway, where was I? Here. Yeah. Further inspired by their temple and clan traditions, the generals had not grasped the political weaknesses of Morrowind, which Emperor Tiber Septim recognized and exploited. At the same time, given the tragic depopulation and destruction experienced by the other provinces conquered by Septim, and the swift and efficient assimilation of Morrowind into the imperial legal system and economy, with relatively small impact on lower and upper classes of Morrowind's citizens, the tribunal also deserves some credit for recognizing the hopelessness of Morrowind's defense, and the chance of gaining important concessions at the treaty table, by being the first to offer peace. By contrast, many Indriel nobles chose to commit suicide rather than submit to the Empire, with the result that the house was significantly weakened during the period of transition, guaranteeing that it would lose much of their influence and power to House Halau, whose influence and power was waxing with its enthusiastic accommodation with the Empire. The temple hierarchy more skillfully managed their loss of face, remaining aloof from political struggles and earning the goodwill of the people by concentrating on their economic, educational, and spiritual warfare. Wow, that was On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Era Manwi of Sunhold. When we come back tomorrow, we'll be reading another book, and we've got a few more books to read. I've got enough books to last me for these 10 days, after which we need to probably get some more books, in case this ever happens again. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.